Alright, it is time for day 10 of FFYLands Axton. So we're almost done with the character, and realistically we kind of just need to bang out a couple OP levels and then to get some shiny equipment to go ahead and test on things. So I went ahead and got some OP3 Guardians. We're going to go ahead and use that choir we got, and then just kind of keep using the rest of the equipment that we got for hopefully the rest of peak. If we need to go get a little bit more stuff because we're getting bullied out really hard, we'll of course do that. But we're gonna just dead sprint through the content really quick, and then probably get about farming.
If you can count to 4, you shouldn't have much trouble taking these assassins down. You may have trouble fitting in on this planet, however.
Oh right, we are on to back peak, I forget about that. I still have some leftover... tempting. I still have some leftover reflex from the OP8 days. So my overall remembrance of when you start back peak is still completely screwy. Like, I remember when you start fighting binary, but just for the back clearing section, always a little bit odd for me. At least our damage is really, really good, of course. Yeah, I will not be surprised when this gun gets nerfed. It is totally fair. Right. Constructors are a little bit of a tedium, but overall DPS is totally fine. So it doesn't matter. We'll get rid of them all the same. Tsunami, I get a feeling I'm not really gonna use. It's a really cool gun, and that's like super duper interesting, and I do like its design and its effect. But, you know, it is time for our first binary kill. I'm gonna do this and hope that it's good enough. Okay. I think we're okay. He is going to walk forward and try to stamp out first turret, but I think I put it just inside of second turret's bubble, so hopefully it doesn't care, and it just gets to live. Yeah, that seemed to work out really, really well, weirdly. I should just do that. That was actually, like, unintentionally smart. Cool. Alright. Got a Rose Shield, got a Wanderlust. He drops a lot of stuff. Also, he could have a chance to give us some of the shields and grenades we haven't gotten to see yet. Survival pack, very nice. Go ahead and show a couple of these off. Okay, so the survival pack here is essentially just an Anshin shield that also decreases status effect duration by 75%, increases fight per lifetime by 50%, and you receive 1.85 times less damage while wearing it. Pretty cool. And then we also have the Rose here. This thing provides some max health, rapidly regenerates health whenever the shield is depleted, and also gives you 4 times damage reduction while the shield is depleted as well, but it makes lifesteal 4 times less effective. So good, very thick boy shield if you have good health regen on the character, but it makes a lifesteal a little bit worse to handle. And then the only other thing that's a little bit odd here is the Cine. This thing is basically a sniper rifle that on successful hit gives you a bullet back, gives you some more fire rate, and I think more damage as well. It's pretty fun, but also as you get that increased damage and fire rate stat, it also reduces the swap speed on it by a ton. So swapping away from it becomes very much not worth it at all. And the damage on it isn't really that great even with the buff, so I've not really found a good use for this gun. It is interesting though. Yeah, having that shield overlap can potentially save the turrets from getting hit from Novas or melees that are outside of them right here. So honestly, just stacking them up like that, pretty good idea. Of course, if anything comes from here, they're both very much in danger. Yeah, but you just point them towards the danger, and then hope that the danger stays in that direction. It's probably good enough. Yeah. Alright, and the last skag right before Dukino. Do that, do that. Hope that Dukino stays away. It's beautiful. Oh, the shock lobs pierce. But she's dead. Let's go. Black Queens. No problem. Just point and squeeze. It's so absurd.
Not dead yet.
Oh, and that was before Slag too. Yeah, I do appreciate that if we ever get into a situation where we run out of our assault rifle, we just have the choir still. It wasn't doing great against Bloodtail, but not every enemy is Bloodtail apparently, so this is totally fine.
Another turret kill.
I could not see him at all. I was just wildly shooting for him. Oh, you resist explosive? I forgot about that. It didn't seem to matter too much. And binary time once again. My eyeballs. Okay, don't step too close now. This makes it slightly more concerning. Honestly, maybe I should just not be in the bubbles, just in case. Maybe for a little bit of ammo. That full blockage is nice. Alright, now we pray. There we go. Okay. No problem. And we got an inflammable stinger that almost doubles our amp damage. Alright, binary. Yeah, with this new stinger, I think we're okay. As long as I can actually hit my shots, apparently. Yeah. Not bad at all. Oh, the black shotgun. This thing just inherently does a lot of good damage if you shoot people with it. And the reload's really strong too, so might keep it. There's a loader over here just hanging out. Oh, it's a nomad. I'm not in a good spot for this. Hold on, Saturns. Throw on our nuker class mod. I did not think this part through at all. He is so fast. Alright. Fry a turret real quick. Throw turret directly at our feet. Throw another one out front in case they want to smack it. Perfect. Look at him dance. No problem. Everything is fine. That's a little too close. Everything is fine. Wait, are you stuck on the cacti? No, it's just doing laser attack. Okay. You can hit me through that? That's disrespectful. I didn't know. Now I've lost the run. That's so disrespectful. Alright, I'm gonna go get a new guardian. Fair enough. And then we could also go get our obliterator. I'm gonna do that first, because that's gonna make farming the assault rifles way easier. Mashing endless. 5. The 5 does increase damage. It's a pistol. It does increase damage based off of players' max health. So pairing that with grit could potentially stack up to be a lot of damage, but we're relying on a lot of RNG to even get that going. Still an idea though. The Carnage. You do not drop this weapon. But I'm totally not going to complain about that. So the Carnage, shoot it at the floor underneath the mob, spawns a bunch of pellets. Pellets do a crap ton of damage even on non-explosive characters. So it's probably going to feel really good here. Carnage, go. It fires a little slow, but man, it's good. The overheater. This is the rocket launcher that leaves behind a little bit of an effect. So that spot right there will take damage for a little while. That could honestly be good on this character. That feels pretty good. That is stacking up a lot of laggy dots though. And I walked into it like a very smart person. Hey, is that a Redeemer? It is. Cool. Alright, so we've got a non-element and a fire Redeemer. Interesting. Honestly, could kind of be worth just trying to fight binary with just those alone. And with turrets distracting, we'd always be able to hit a good distance on it and not have to worry about reflect pellets. Is that a new guardian? It is. I didn't even have to go to the right guy for it. Okay, cool. And we got the Sifid. I think that's how it's pronounced, hopefully. So, cool. Go ahead and favorite that. And then show off this guy a little bit. So this thing has piercing bullets. And it does this. I think it just has really reliably high damage. Alright. They don't target the turrets at all, but I just needed them out to be able to see how this does. That's a seek. Why do I go to any other enemy to farm out loot? He drops everything. He's not supposed to necessarily, but he just does. But yeah, this feels pretty good. Of course, I can just go ahead and equip the new OP8 Guardian we got. And then just do that instead. But it's a new thing to look at. Hey, a Slaginator. This thing is just a really good slag tool that also weirdly does a lot of damage. Like, a lot of damage. Oh, we have it. It's here, the Obliterator. Oh, and we got a Hellstorm. Why is it explosive? I'm not going to complain. That just means that it's more convenient for every application. Go, Obliterator. Oh, it's going the other way. It doesn't matter. It's going to hit them eventually. With Metal Storm? Yeah, that's enough to lag the game a little. Cool. They definitely need to try this grenade with Grenadier. With the extra 300 blast radius on it, That might be kind of nice. I don't know if it needs the extra blast radius, but yeah.
Tossing grenade!
Okay.
Me to spawn multiples of the same being, making it useful for combat training and brothels.
Oh, that was close.
Did you miss me?
All right. Good old-fashioned Redeemer versus Binary. Just need the boss to scoot a little bit closer because I do not want to step out there. It's almost what I remember. The amount of pellets hitting the shields right now is super cool, but also very terrifying. I love it. There we go. Alright, one more OP level to go. And there we go. Okay, we have hit OP10. So from here, I guess we'll go ahead and just farm out some equipment. See if we can't bully any raid bosses today already. Element of the Seraphs provides plus to all of the elements, so, well, except for non-elemental. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and buy that. And then we'll use that in tandem with things like the Redeemer or our non-assault rifle options. Yeah, okay. So, we are OP10, we have equipment, and we're gonna go ahead and bump up the difficulty to True Nightmare. So go ahead and save that, re-execute the mod. That's probably fine, whatever those say. And now the mod should be set to True Nightmare difficulty. We are at OP10. Every raid boss fought from here on will only be on True Nightmare OP10. We'll see how it goes. We'll start out with Terra. Terra should be not necessarily easy, but one of the more gentle options. Oh, we can afford to be like hyper aggressive on this character as well. That's gonna be really, really nice. Because we can just sort of put one of the turrets onto Terra himself, and then just put one on us, and just stand at the good distance for the Redeemer.
Chew 'em up, honey!
So yeah, just something like this. And that's a pretty good start. Oh, this lets us be so aggressive with our playstyle. That's nice. That's really, really nice. Alright, and then just respectfully nope out of there whenever we need our cooldown. Almost normal activity.
Flying sentry!
I feel so bad for the incoming nerf, but this feels so good. This is great. Oh, and we get ammo regen from our turrets as well. Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's great.
Chew 'em up, honey!
Done. Terra is down. That's not... I'm a little surprised, but I'm not terribly surprised about how well that went. Alright, BL2 fix is disabled. This is an OP10 True Nightmare Vora with all of his health pool as it is intended. We're gonna have to be a little careful here with the Chief. Probably gonna have to rely on him shield swapping with Vora to drop the max shield down a couple times, because that is absolutely a thing in this. Honestly, maybe a Shock Redeemer would be a good idea here. Yeah, now turrets are gonna kill him. Unless they don't. Nope, they did. Well, yep, this is... I'm just dead. This is just how that is. We could try to roll a different shield on Chief. Maybe he had something tanky. I doubt it. It's probably his normal average shield, but we'll see. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever shield he was wearing, yeah, okay. This is way better. Yeah, I think we're okay now. I need to be careful about them trading shield back and forth, though. I don't want to pop him and just get rid of him on accident and make Vora enrage. Especially not while turrets are down. Yep, shield's gone. Okay. Oh, he is angry at a bad time. Wait, what? Why is he enraged with Vora? Oh, you suck. Okay, I'll just die then. Alright. This is definitely one of those fights where I can tell that we are capable of it. It's just going to take getting good. For sure. Oh, he's dead. This is so sad. You know, the Terra fight went so well, it got my hopes up, but I should have known that the Terra fight was just super troll cheese that we were not going to be able to replicate elsewhere, because the rest of these bosses don't care like that. Nope. Nope. Safety bubble. Nuh-uh. Okay, I don't know what I'm really supposed to do about you. You are very, very hateful. Maybe fighting Vora as our second raid was not the best decision I've ever made. Maybe we go fight someone else for a little bit and come back. Alright. From one giant worm to another. Specifically talking about from Terra to Haderax, not from Vora to Haderax. I don't know if I really need to specify that.
Go and meet my lady friend.
Okay. It might take 2 cycles to knock him down, but we got it. There we go. 2 worms down. Right, so not the most promising start. We'll probably need to go get some shock weapons and maybe a piercing weapon. Hey, Scale of Haderax. But yeah, we're probably going to need to actually go get a little bit more equipment before we go try to fight too many more raid bosses. I am pretty much out of time, so we're going to check our loot out and then probably call it a day. So out of that, we got an Orion, a scale of Haderax, and a Hellfire. The Hellfire just has an insanely high fire burn dot, and then the scale of Haderax, if it rolls with a melee attachment, is the highest melee damage weapon in the game, which feels bad that it didn't here, but still. And then the Orion does the Orion stuff from VL1 pretty much. So yeah, pretty cool. Right, well, yeah, that is all I had time for. We got to OP10, which is good. We've got a decent amount of shiny doodads to look at. We, of course, need to probably get a couple more OP10 variants and a piercing gun and some other stuff going on. But I'm pretty okay with the progress we got today. Day 10.